Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another big card. Today is gonna be what's happening. That's what we like to do at the beginning of the week, but it doesn't really matter when you're watching it. It's whenever. Okay, so let's do 2 pounds and then we do the hidden true circle and then the healing mantra because we like it too. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, what's happening? 6 of Cups, the Judgment, and the 8 of Pentacles. Well, interesting. So yes, there is a big action here. That is definitely the purging. We all know you meant to be connected. Universe, God, angels, whatever you want to call it, saying that you meant to be together. But before that, you need to purge within yourself, and then you can reconnect. Obviously, but there is a lot of work to do. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it is something important to do. Is the necessary step before we can move forward. Okay, because what we have here is someone you already know, someone you love with, someone you are already connected with, and it could be a very romantic love. Okay, so it's not a new connection, but this connection has to be worked on, because with the 8 of Pentacles we can see that person is learning new skills and you're using new tools. Maybe you're learning to trust again, maybe you're learning to be in a communication when it comes to work or when it comes to relationship, you learning. But before you can learn new skills, you have to actually purge, and maybe purging is a new skills for you guys. Okay, not a problem, because here we have number 6, which is love and light, and here here we have number 8, which is an infinity number. And Pentacle, when it comes to relationship, has nothing to do with money, but it's about longevity. So you have something that is worth working for. Absolutely, it's not something which is going to disappear within 2 minutes. It's something really powerful. So it's worth it. You know, you can invest in it, on it, and it's long term. Okay, so if you're joining maybe a new work, a new job, a new position, even, you might like to learn to do things a bit differently, learning new skills, how to do things. Okay, because your position might change within the company. Right, okay, so let's have the hidden truth recall, because it's really in my face. It's very straightforward. What do we have here? Let's go. I regret lying to you. Yes. So the situation gonna have to be purged. Someone did something that was not so cool, obviously. So that has to be purged. We need to go to the bottom of things. We need to go to the skeleton of it, and we need to go to the truth. There's only one truth, okay? But it's a connection you have with someone you already know, but that person didn't treat you right. Obviously, they lied. So now they have to learn new skills. Maybe they have to learn to stop lying, or maybe they have to learn. I mean, they have to, if they choose to. Obviously, you know the deal, right? But also for you, are you going to learn to give another chance? Are you going to give a second chance? Maybe second chance, yeah, but not third, fourth, whatever, you know? No. For me, there is a limit. And when you cross the line, what arrivederci, okay? So yeah, everyone can make a mistake, it's fine. But if it happened before, and before, when arrivederci, right? Okay, so what do you have here for the healing mantra? Releasing expectation. I think we had that yesterday. I think only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. Yeah, release expectation. Yes, I would say so. But if you expect someone to say the truth, that is not so much of an expectation. It's a minimum required. And that all is one of the skills that you need, both of you, to have. Saying the truth is not and shouldn't be something you take for granted, first of all, for sure, but it's not such a big expectation. It's kind of supposed to happen. It's a basic. If you don't have the truth, what do you have? I mean, that is a basic, really. So releasing expectation, yes, to a certain degree, but when you want to be treated fairly, that is not a very high expectation. Is a minimum required. But these days, when someone is actually treating you well, it's kind of becoming a surprise. That should be the norm, and now it becomes a surprise, the unexpected. I mean, where are we going, people, right? Pile number 2 is happening. 5 of Cups, the Hangman and the Lovers, where we have 2 major arcana here. So someone has regret. Someone has regret for sure. Someone wants to come back. Is it, Two of Cups here, reconciliation, but they definitely broke it down. They broke the relationship. There is, a moment of, I need to realize that I broke it down. It's my fault. Someone has to appreciate and take responsibilities, okay? Important. So this person wants to completely transform their perspective. Yeah, they were in regret. Now they want to reconcile. So they change their perspective with the hangman, hangwoman, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Because that could have been maybe a little bit of a fun moment between you two. It could have been a bit of va-va-voom to start with, but you realize there's so much more because you have your heart involved here. And that could be a soulmate connection, or that could be a partnership. So maybe it was a deal you done for, for one opportunity. And now maybe you're thinking, well, maybe we could have done more, or could have done something a bit different. There is an idea of revisiting this connection, of revisiting this association. There is much more. And maybe that will stay a bit too physical when actually there was so much more. And now you regret, or someone regret, or you both regret. At the end of the day, what we have here is something completely gone, but we can rebuild it in a different way. It's a bit like the tower. You can actually realize where the way was going nowhere. So let's start to restart. Let's start to restart. Really? Yeah, let's do something differently now. But this time, much more aware of what we're dealing with. It's not just a bit of room. It's just not a one-off. It's maybe a partnership, a long-term relationship. Woo. Are we ready to change our perspective? I would say yes, of course. Of course. Okay, so nice. Let's have the hidden truth circle. I like it. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, here we go. We have two. I'm becoming a better person. I remember every detail of that day, you bet. Because this encounter was magnificent. Was very unique. And of course, there is a necessity to improve, to be better, to understand certain things, to be more in depth. Absolutely. But we're ready to rock and roll. Bing! Okay, loving it. It's very, very important to become a better person. Not like you are broken or you need to be fixed, but why don't you try to have different layers to yourself? It's like a good wine, different flavors. Always about food or drink. How French can I be? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's have the healing mantra. But you see what I mean? Different layers. More flavors. Okay, what do you have? I found strength in surviving my traumas. Rewiring the nervous system. Yes, we need to grow. And there is definitely a change of perspective. Yeah, we all have as well trauma. We all do, to a certain degree. Being born already is a trauma. You go out in a world which is very cold and full of light. It's very, it's a bit of a trauma, that one already. So when you can overcome this, then you can understand a lot. And maybe, you've been repeating certain pattern and now you realize you can break free from those patterns. Interesting. It's a very beautiful journey, I would say. So on this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.